Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Um, today we are going to go ahead and we are going to talk about a new topic, and that is going to be public expenditure and its effect, right? So we have gone ahead and we have already seen why public finance is, useful. What's the role and need of public finance? Today we want to go ahead and we want to talk about the expenditure side, right? And we want to understand what is public expenditure, what is the role of public expenditure, and we want to understand what's the effect of public expenditure, right? So we are going to focus on that side today. Okay, so please start by talking about what is public expenditure. Public expenditure, right? But when we talk about public expenditure, as the word suggests, it is the expenditure done by the government. Whatever money the government is spending, right? Whether it is spending on education, health, right? Whether it is spending its money on building a flyover, right? Or whether bringing equality in the economy, right? Not equality, as I said, equality also and equity also in the economy. That is basically public expenditure, right? Whatever money is being spent by the government becomes the public expenditure, right? So we can go ahead and we can say that public expenditure refers to the government's spending of the funds to fulfill its responsibilities, right? So please write it with me. Public expenditure refers to the government outlay of funds to fulfill its responsibilities and provide goods and services to the public, right? It includes spending money on infrastructure development, education, healthcare, defense, social welfare, subsidies, administration, and more, right? It aims to enhance overall welfare of the citizens and promote economic growth and stability. So whatever money the government is spending, whether the government is spending that money to bring right rules and regulations, right? Whether the government is spending the money to go ahead and to ensure that there is no crime in the economy, right? whatever money the government is spending, that is public expenditure. It can be for social welfare, it can be for other things, whatever money the government is spending, that is the public expenditure, right? Now, let us talk about the classification of public expenditure. So, public expenditure can be classified based on many categories. Okay? But the first category that we have, that is basically revenue and capital expenditure. Revenue and capital expenditure. As the word suggests, and we know this, revenue expenditure is day-to-day expenses, paying the salary of the employees, paying the pension, maintaining the costs of running the offices, right? Paying electricity bill, paying other bills. That is your revenue expenditure. And what is your capital expenditure? Whatever you are doing to have an investment, the money you're spending for infrastructure, for development projects, for acquiring any asset, right? All that is your capital expenditure, right? So we can go ahead and we can say that revenue expenditure refers to the regular expenses incurred by the government for day-to-day functioning, such as salaries, pension, maintenance cost, etc. Capital expenditure is expenditure to either increase asset means acquire some asset, or decrease liability. So when you repay your loan, you're reducing your liability. That's also capital expenditure, right? It involves long-term investment on infrastructure, development project, acquiring asset, etc. Right? That's the first classification. The second one that we have, that is current and development expenditure. Current and development expenditure. Current, as the word suggests, it's it's something which is recurring in nature. It keeps happening, right? Like again, salary, like tax, subsidies, right? Like maintenance cost. Development expenditure is a one-time expenditure on some project which helps to enhance the economic growth. Development expenditure means anything which is helping us uh, grow, grow the economy, develop the economy, right? So that is development expenditure. So please write down Current expenditure refers to recurring expenses required to maintain existing infrastructure and services, like salary of the employees, right? Development expenditure focuses on investment in new projects, programs to enhance economic growth. Example, R&D, research and development, right? The third discrimination we can have, that is mandatory and discretionary expenditure. Mandatory and discretionary expenditure. Very clear from the word beta. There is nothing that we needs an explanation. Mandatory expenditure, something which is compulsion, something which is compulsory, something which is legally binding for the government, like interest payment on the loan. करना ही है. Discretionary, something based on the discretion of the government, something based on whether the government has money or does not has money, right? Something which can be adjusted by the government, like some education program. If I have money, I'll put in. If I don't, I'll not put in, right? So please write down. Mandatory expenditure comprises legally binding payment that the government is obligated to make. Example, interest payment on debt. Discretionary expenditure includes spending decision that are based on policy priority and can be adjusted by the government. Example, infrastructure expenditure. Fourth beta, functional classification. Based on the function, like defense expenditure, education expenditure, healthcare expenditure. So classifying expenditure based on the function they serve. So public expenditure can be classified based on the function they serve. Example, defense, education, healthcare, social welfare, transportation, etc. So what function the expenditure is performing based on that, right? So these are the different roles that we have of the public expenditure roles, or first of all, we understood the classification and we understood why public expenditure is useful.